Okay guys, I'm back and I have exactly the same canvas. It's 50 centimeters, 50 by 20. And I'd like to thank the person that did a shout out about the audio on the last video. That happened when I took it down to do a close-up, so I can't do that anymore. Sorry to say. That's kind of really a big bummer because sometimes I really want to show you the close-up of the cells, but well, we'll just have to get on without it. I have the same colors all mixed up and I have a lot of it, so I'm going to use, let's see, I'm going to use about half of it and I'm going to pour. There's absolutely no silicone in here. But I will show you how I mixed it because I had a lot of questions about that on the last video. Now let's say you're mixing up the white. So what I do is I take the Vallejo fluid and I put that in. I'm just going to make a little bit. Then I get my, let's see, the titanium white, put that in, if I had some. Have to really shake the bottle here. See how much thicker that is? I'll have to shake it a little bit. There we go. I'll put in a little bit of that zinc white. It's mixing white. Okay, now you have those two there. And then what I do is just mix it up a little. And because the Vallejo fluid is really thin and the other is really thick, you get a sort of a nice smushy thickness. Then I put in the pouring medium. And this is the normal one, the thin one. Then I start to mix it. As you can see, it's already starting to form a nice, smooth, pasty kind of, I don't know, just really smooth and pasty. There you go. Oh, I think I got a hair in there somewhere. I don't know. Okay, then I add the thicker pouring medium. That's the thicker. And as you can see, it really mixes really fast. And sometimes that's, you know, you just want to pour. You don't want to spend hours of mixing paint. Well, this goes really, really fast. Now, as you can see here, it's coming off the stick absolutely like honey. And the only thing that you might want to do is add just a little bit of water. So, just, you know, a tiny, look at that, only a couple of drops. And then bring it up to the good consistency. And in the last one, there was absolutely no water at all. But that was because I put in some more Vallejo fluid. Now we have exactly the consistency we really want. So it's nice and smooth coming off the stick. It's like honey. There are no chunks. At the end there are no drips, because you wanna, if you have drips at the end, as you can see here, there's no drips whatsoever. So if you got a lot of drips at the end of that, you know, when you pull up the stick, then you know your paint is too thin. And that's when you get those spots on the canvas where you can go and see right through the paint and see the canvas. That's because the paint is too thin and your silicone will have hit the canvas before the paint, and that just, you know, repels everything. So that's what's going on when you see that. Now I'll put these two away. I put them to the side, and I am going to mix up my cup, because this one is going to be a pour with just the paint coming down. I'm going to use my big purple comb, this thingy majingy. These really clean up nicely. Put them in a bucket of warm water, and you can just, clean them off really nice. What I am thinking of doing is, because I'm not really someone that really likes to pour without any silicone. I really do like having a couple of cells here and there. It just makes it all more interesting. But on the other hand, I'd like to put some copper leaf on this one, like I told you before, and well, just might do that. But I do have to have a full cup of paint, because this is a big canvas. So this is pretty much it. Now, what I was thinking of, let me put some silicone in the white, the little cup of white. And that's it. And then I'm gonna pour it, I'll thin it. I'll really thin it. And that way, see, these are things I just, while I'm doing it, I just come up with it. And that's really difficult to tell you guys exactly what to do, because what it really is just a sort of a spur of the moment thing. And I hope you guys do that too, because you get your most beautiful art doing spur of the moment things. Now I'm gonna pour it. Wow, that is gorgeous. Look at that. That is beautiful, isn't it? Oh, I gotta really keep that in the middle there. I don't mind that this is gonna fall off, but I really want to keep this. And as you can see, all those little spots there, they're all little air bubbles popping. So that's pretty much okay. And I'm gonna let it really come down there, going over the side. Ooh, that's too much loss of the blue. But we'll get it back, just wait. Look at that, that is beautiful. Bear with me here, I gotta really manipulate this paint. Now I'm gonna let that one go over the side there. There you go. That is beautiful. And I want some of the, some more white down here. Now there's a lot of stuff going on. There you go. Now it's totally covered. Look at that. That is nice. But I am going to torch it, because we added a little bit of white with silicone. As you can see right there, it's doing its thing. Now, a lot of things are happening while we're waiting, as you can see. A lot of things are popping up, and we'll just let it do that. I am going to help it a little bit. Now, this is totally different than what we're used to, and I am going to make a couple of pictures of this close up, and put them at the end of the video. So if you're watching this video, wait till the end, because there are some very interesting things going on. They totally do not look like cells, but they look like, I don't know, but it is pretty. It really is. Up here too, I love that. And then here you have all the, oh, now I can't do anything with my comb. See, that's how it works. See, if I were to do that right now, I don't think it'll be pretty because these cells are something else. These are like things you find under a microscope. That is really cool. And this is kind of nice. This just normal cells. And then we got all this stuff here going on. But this is totally, this is beautiful. I really love this. Wow. Let me fix the corner a little there. Oh, and I have a little corner exposed on this side. That we got to take care of. Now I'm just going to leave this alone. I have another canvas because this is really really beautiful. We're just going to leave it like this. But like I said, this is you pick your color, the Winsor of the Vallejo color. Like this one is teal, and you mix some Winsor and Newton with it. So you take the phthalo blue and green, put in a little titanium white, you mix it up, put in this Vallejo teal, then mix it all up, and then use the normal pouring medium and the thick pouring medium together. So somehow it does something so totally different. I don't know how it works, but it works. So you mix it all up, make sure that you get the really right thickness. As you can see here, it's just running off the stick like honey. You don't want any drops. If you have drops, you got to go back to the drawing board and make it a little thicker. Then I poured all the colors into the cup without the silicone. Then I had one little cup here, this one, the white one, I had with silicone, and I dropped that in as the last color, but from up high, so it went straight through all the colors. And that's how you get this. Now this is still growing. As you can see, it's still moving, it's still doing, giving reactions to the colors, and it's still changing, and it's really, really beautiful. I really like these things here, these big spots. They are like some sort of a, how do you call that? You know, where where it grows on a tree. I really like that. That is beautiful. So, well, we come up with something new, I guess. That's kind of exciting for me that we have something new. And of course, you know, if you don't like it, you can always go through it with a comb. What I like to do is, if I go through it with a comb, I would go through it with the comb like this and then pull it straight so you get these lines sort of getting into each other and then going out broad again. I just might make a 20 by 20 and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Although a 20 by 20 is a little small for the comb. I have another comb. Maybe I'll just get a saw and, you know, saw it in half, like here. That'd be good, right? That'd work. Okay. Now, as you can see, still moving, and it will probably still move for, I would say at least maybe, I don't know, 30 minutes, something like that. So I'm going to get a piece of paper. I'm going to put this one away. And before I put the video on, I'll take some pictures of what's happening. Now the other one I did, the video before this one, and that moved a lot too. But I think to its advantage, and I'll show you that tomorrow when it's dry. Okay, now we got some leftovers to play with, and that's what we're gonna do. Although I would really be happy with this just drying and using it as a skin. But I almost wanted to put some orange in there, but then I had these little goobers in there. See that? I just threw out that. It was the last in the big jar, and then it starts getting a little bit nasty. And well, I won't use it. I'm gonna use it right now for the squishes though. Let's put in a little silicone. Now, what we would like is to put that on here. A little bit of blue. Then a nice bit of orange. And we're going to swipe it down here. That is amazing, isn't it? Look at the cells. And the thing is, there's only silicone in the orange and in the white that I put in last. I'm not too fond of this color though. So let's do another one without the orange. And I'll do it close up so you guys can really see it close up. Now this is the one with the silicone in it, so I'll put a little bit in there, then scoop it all up together, put it on my photo paper. Wow, that is doing fun stuff all by itself. Look at that. So just a little bit more, and we're going to pull it down. Look at that. And that's just really just touching it with a little bit of warmth. And let it come down here. And somehow I almost like this better. You know, where they all droop down. I really like that. Maybe put in that and let that come down again. That gives some really dramatic stuff. And of course, I'm still doing these because I don't have enough to do my project, what I wanted to do with this. I'm going to be cutting out heart-shaped pieces. And I think I'm going to go with all the greens and blues because that's what I have most of. And I will be cutting out heart shapes, and then I'm going to mount them on a piece of cardboard, and then I'm going to let it, someone frame it for me. I can do that myself, but I am a little bit lost in time because I got so much going on. But that is kind of nice. I really like this bit here. Now one more, just one. I know I say that all the time, just one, and then we're 10 squishes further, and it's kind of funny, right? Put that one on there, let that go down there. That is beautiful too. Look at that. See how those lines just all stay intact? And I really like that. That is so beautiful. Okay, a little bit of white on top. Whoops, don't fall down, my little torchy poo. Then we're going to do a little swipe. Look at that. How's that for swiping? That is so amazing. Oh, when you guys get your hands on this stuff, you're gonna be pouring, and pouring. I'm pretty sure. You're gonna be so overwhelmed by this stuff that you're gonna think, wow, what did I do before this came on the market? That's enough. I'm going to let this run down because I want to keep this. Look at that. How beautiful is that? Oh, and no, I don't want to. I was gonna say something about that, guys. Yeah, I gotta say it. There's a lot of stuff going on about Boom Gel Stain Paint, right? All I want to say is go to YouTube and put that in the search option. Let me put this away. The person that that I showed you, Shelly Art, she is an amazing artist, and I really, really love her stuff. I really do. I think it's awesome what she does, how she gets all those circular things, and the pictures, because she makes pictures. She doesn't sell dried pieces. I haven't seen yet because she has a shop on Etsy, and that's where she sells her prints. But she puts under there that she did that with gel stain, and of course, go for it. If you think that's the if you think that's the key to getting a pour like that, I say go for it. Do it. Look at that. And just pour. Oh man, look at that. Wait a minute. Sorry, I gotta give you a close up. Look at that. How tight those lines are. That is beautiful. Okay, let's get back to it. So if you think that's what you need to get something like that, I say just go for it and do your thing. But before you do, I would really try to tell you to go to YouTube, put gel stain, Boom Gel Stain in the search option, and then watch some videos. That's all I'm asking, because I don't want you guys to be disappointed when you start out and you're not getting what she's getting, because that's sort of what happens. You know, like now, I'm using this, and then someone's gonna come along and they're going, oh, I'm almost don't want to swipe it, but I will. Then people are gonna buy this. Then they're going to try it out, and then they don't get the same results I do, and then they are so disappointed. And the thing is, I get disappointed too because I want you to have exactly what I have, because I know how much fun it is when you make something like this. Look at that. Would that be beautiful for a jewelry? Yeah, that is beautiful, especially this bit here. Look at it. That is awesome, isn't it? Okay, but back to my story. So, go watch some of those videos and watch them with a hawk's eye. And if you think that's what you want, if that's the effect you, because there are, in the last couple of weeks, I think I've saw a lot of those videos pop up with the Boom Gel stain. So if that's what you want, go for it and stick to it. Don't just buy that stuff, do one pour and be disappointed and then, put it in the cupboard. No, you have to stick with it, because just like you see me do, there's a lot of testing and testing and testing until you get the right thing. Right now, I'm confident that I can make this again and again and again, because this is my second batch today. And let me put this away. So this is my second batch today, and I'm pretty sure I can make this again, because there's not much involved. What I have in here was, like I said, Winsor & Newton, the Vallejo fluid, and the two types of pouring medium, which you will be buying anyway, because a lot of people that I know, they pour with both. They pour with Vallejo fluid, they pour with Winsor & Newton, and so I know that you will have both the pouring mediums. Okay, we've pretty much used all the drip off, as you can see. Maybe a little dark here. Okay, let that come down there. And then I'll swipe it one more time. But I just don't want you guys getting disappointed when you know, because it's a lot of money if you, because usually you just go for not just one or two colors, but you really invest in like the basic colors that you want. And then all of a sudden, you know, nothing's working and you don't like how, because a lot of people watch that, go to Instagram, see Shelly Art's beautiful prints, and then they try to do that at home and it doesn't work, and then they get all disappointed. And I just don't want that for you guys. That's all. Okay, let's do one more swipey poo. Look how it swipes. It swipes like crazy. That is really cool. I like it. And then, you know, just to think that you don't even need a torch. No torching. Of course, you can always torch. That's up to you. A little bit more of the white. There we go. See that? And because you can see that it sells better when I put white on top, that's because remember in the silicone is in the white. So that's why it does that. And of course you can always torch it a little. Don't think it'll do much. Nah, it doesn't. It's all in the swipe. That's it. So I'm gonna let some of this paint pour down so we get some really nice stretched out cells. Oh, and there was another question. Gail, you asked about what's the difference between the swoopy cells and the zigzaggy stuff. Well, this is swoopy. Like you let it come down in one motion, and sometimes it'll go, you know, in a little curvy manner. That is, this is sort of swoopy. Now I'll get the zigzaggy. Okay. Can you see that? That is zigzaggy. And this was because I didn't have enough paint and I had to tilt left, right, up, down, left, right. I had to really stretch the paint. Now, this is what I call zigzaggy. See it? And I'm pretty sure a lot of people get that, you know, when they start out, they don't know exactly how much paint they have to make. And, well, if you have enough, you don't have to do it. But if you don't have enough, that's when you gotta, you know, tilt that way and back here and back there and all over until it totally covers your canvas. And that's, if your paint is too thin, then it goes all zigzaggy. That's what happens. Usually you can just tilt and tilt like that, all four sides, that's it. And because of the thickness of the paint, it'll just, you know, sort of spread. But if it's too thin, then you go jig jag, jig jag, jig jag. Okay, enough of that. I'm gonna do one more. This time I'm gonna put a little green in the middle. And I'm going to use the rest of what's in here. That's that. And it's still, can you see in the cup? Let's see. It's still sort of separated, and I kind of like that. I don't know why I like that so much. And clean off my palette knife. Look at that, even here I got the cells. That's how easy it swipes. Now I'm gonna try stretch him really big, because see that? That is a nice color. That is really, that reminds me of the sea, these colors. The shallow parts of Mexico. So I'm gonna try and pull them way down. See how they just swoop? They don't go zigzaggy, but just swoop down. That's what I like. Oh, this is again a video 30 minutes. I'm sorry, but I got so caught up in swiping. That is pretty all by itself. I'm gonna keep that. Maybe take this off though. Add a little bit up here. Put a little drop of white on top. And then pull it down a bit. That's it. See? Just does its thing. Okay, we're gonna keep this one too, and the rest I'm gonna throw out. Now I've got a lot of paint left, so I won't be doing another one today because again, I have a cold, and a pretty bad cold. I got the sinuses all stuffed up, really driving me crazy. But tomorrow I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna do one where I'm gonna use the cone, and I still have to finish off the other paintings that I showed you all yesterday. So thanks all for watching, guys. I'm just gonna let this come down a bit. I get so distracted, but I really love these colors. Beautiful. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Love you all to pieces. Have a really beautiful Saturday evening, and I'll see you all back Sunday. See ya. Bye-bye.